Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Hopefully all are doing great. In this lecture I am going to discuss an important topic from English Masters final year. The topic is the poetry of Chaucer and a brief survey. Chaucer's poetry was written during a period of 30 years and it can be classified on the basis of the three clearly defined periods. As some of the early poems seems to have been lost and it is not possible to say that he began to write. It is doubtful, however, whether he wrote anything important before 1369. He began humbly as a translator. Many of his poems were taken from the French literature, and for this reason, his time of the apprenticeship may be regarded as French period. The most important of Chaucer's early translation was that of the Roman de la Rose. His translation of the French poem is of importance and it had vital effect on the form, matter and manner of the much of his work. The Roman de la Rose was momentous poem in European literature. It is written by two poets, first the Guillaume de Rose and setting an allegorical poem of love and honor. Left unfinished about 1230 and after writing nearly 4000 lines, the second Jean de Meung about the 50 years later took up his fragment and completed it nearly 18,000 more lines. But later poet entirely changed the character of the poem by introducing both satirical discussion of politics and morals and miscellaneous stories. His transition from romance to satire, it is curious to note that he has a parallel in Chaucer's poetry as a whole. Roman de la Rose was characterized by most of the qualities of the French love poem of 12th and 30th centuries. As a result, it come to serve as a model and inspiration of the poets of 40th and 50th centuries. English poets, one after another, adopted to the convention, chief of which was the dream setting. The poet Fall Asleep and Cease a Dream, which is a poem, and his poem A Fresh May Morning Bright with Flowers, The Songs of Bird, A Beautiful Garden, and which serve as an excellent background for ladies and gentlemen who are the servant of love. The convention naturally led to the pictorial description, particularly of allegorical characters. But more important, the convention was resulted from the poet's attitude and especially from the Guillaume de Rose, the attitude of the ideal chivalrous love. Lovers are the servant of love and joined to pains and sacrifice, the man adoring and devoted